Hello,
Um,
everyone. So I'm Vika, and today, together with the Speedmetrics team, I want to talk about a topic that for a long time seemed very obvious to me, the design of the App Store product pages and how it affects the conversion in the Apple search ads. So I would like to show several real cases that completely change our understanding of what actually works in the Apple search ads and why something beauty doesn't mean conversions. And I hope this will be useful and that you will find insights you can apply to your own product. Before I start, let me say a few words about myself and why this topic became important for our team and for growing traffic in the Apple Search Ads channel. I manage user acquisition in several channels, including Apple Search Ads, and I also work with the mobile app stores at company QuadCode, a company focused on the marketing for the financial apps. So today we will talk specifically about cases from the trading application. And since I work with the user acquisition, a big part of my daily routine is trying to understand why people convert and even more interesting, why they don't convert. So about a year and a half ago, we started using custom product pages more actively in our Apple Search Ads campaigns. And the more we work with the Apple Search Ads and custom product pages, the more questions we had. So sometimes the logic simply didn't make sense. We improved design, we made everything cleaner and more professional on our opinion, but the results were kind of unpredictable. And today I want to share how we reach a good improvements in the conversions and tap-through rates through mistakes, some experience, and trying to understand the real user behavior. Let me start with a small history. We just had finished a beautiful redesign of the store pages. Everything looked clean, aesthetic, like one of these pages you want to show to your designer friends or the designer leads, and the performance grew. And the install rate increased. We were happy, but the next months we improved it again and again. It just that the layout, the visual of the screenshots, wrote more polished text on the screenshots, and suddenly performance dropped. So I remember I'm looking at the numbers and thinking, how is the pre-test version improved version can perform work can perform worse, so how it's possible? And This question was with me for a long time because we tested at least 3 times trying to improve design and conversion rates from the installs and the click. And the more we tested, the more we realized something a bit uncomfortable for me and for our team. We were judging the pages that we created on the way the designers and marketers judge it, not the way the user judge it, especially considering that we are different mindset and we are from different countries with our audience. Uh, so Users don't come to App Store to analyze and appreciate our visual taste, the visual of our screenshots. They come to very specific intention to download app that will cover their problem. And if the page doesn't match the intention, even the most beautiful design becomes, it's just completely useless custom product pages or a screenshot design. So this presentation is basically a short story of how we shifted from let's make this design, these custom product pages very pretty, to let's the custom product pages meaningful, and maybe this will increase our conversion and our performance in the Apple search ads. All the cases I will talk about are real, and they really change the way that we in the company work with the custom product pages and in Apple search ads with the trading app. So let's begin to the first case. The first case, we created a more branded set of the screenshots to enhance the collaboration between brands based on the design that were already performing well. Then we tested these custom product pages in several countries and across 3 different type of campaigns. The first campaign was a branded campaign, the app branded campaign. The second one was a non-branded campaign on the generic keywords, and the last one was a non-branded campaign for the competitors. We also split the competitors to 2 different types. The first one was something more similar to us, and others just generic brands from the finance market. So it was the same visuals and the same page. And results that we got, they were completely different. The branded campaigns looked amazing. Tap-through rate almost doubled. Install rate also doubled, and we saw a stable growth in both CTRs and install rate. And we also saw growth in the lower funnel metric, like registration and active. But in non-branded campaigns, it was the opposite results. TTR dropped up to 40%, and the install rate dropped up to 34%. And the only thing that changed between in this test between the groups, it was just an audience, because the custom product pages was absolutely the same between all the groups. So we also saw a big differences between non-branded campaigns, between the competitor campaigns and the generic campaigns, and the results was depending on how familiar users were with our brand. So here we saw just a clear pattern. So the less users know your brand, the more they expect the page to answer their problem, not show your brand identity. And as I mentioned before, on this screenshot was focused on our brand and our collaboration with other brands. So the users who didn't know our brand at all just we can be mislead him with the type of the app that we had. So the thought that we got from this test, that the user searching for your brand already trusts you and they want the confirmation. Yes, this is the brand and product I was looking for. But a user searching like a trading app or a financial app doesn't want your branding. They want the answer. Can this app, this thing, solve my problem? And our beautiful branded page simply didn't answer this problem. So that's why we saw a drop in the conversion rates. We also were misleading the users with too much branding, and we lost their attention. Exactly what we see in the tap-through rate drop. We made them think, analyze, and try to figure out if this app was right for them. And of course, that was the reason why we killed the conversion with these custom product pages. That was the moment when we started building product pages around the intent for the users. Trust matters for the branded queries, for the branded audience who know our brand, and the clear solutions most needed for the generic keywords. And the competitor keywords should be between the branded and the generic custom product pages. And instantly, our metrics became much more predictable. Firstly, not because our custom product pages became prettier, just because it started to be more relevant for the users of each campaign type. So it should be poll here, as I remember. Let's make a quick poll about do you use custom product pages for the branded campaigns or not branded campaigns? Yeah, we with the Splitmetrics seemed just interesting in how much users of the Splitmetrics and the Apple search ads are definitely using the custom product pages and in what type of campaigns. So let's wait the votes. Oh, that's interesting. So only in branded campaigns, only 6% of the users of our audience using the custom product pages, and in the the mostly of the poll answers is about the both the branded campaigns and non-branded campaigns. That's great. So I think that everyone should use and separate the custom product pages for branded campaigns and non-branded campaigns, and to work differently with the audience inside these groups. So the second case, for many years in the marketing, we heard the same advice: know your audience before you start on promotion. And the first thing that we usually think about is the country we're targeting. And of course, we take that into account preparing creatives. But inside the App Store or Google Play Store, we don't actually have true geo-segmentation. We have something like locals with the languages, and that limits us when we want to work differently with each country or region in a big speaking language region. And this leads us to the second case, which surprised us. Not surprised. We want to try it more time, a lot of time, but accidentally we find out the results. Sorry. For a long time, we used Spanish design for all Spanish-speaking countries. It was easier, it was logical, and honestly, it performs pretty well. It performs okay. Then we tried a version specifically for Mexico in the Latin American region. We didn't change much in the screenshots, but we added slightly localization. Same, it was the same layout, it was the same structure. We just added the local currency, slightly different tone of the communication in the Spanish language, and more local looking people. Sorry, it was before. So the result was that the tap-through rate grew by 8% and the install rate grew by 14%. And the users weren't just clicking and installing the app more, they were converting deeper. So we saw improvements in the product metric levels and on the higher metrics of the funnel. It was great results, and we repeated the experiments in other countries and saw the same pattern one more time. The lesson here for us was simple. I think many understand this, that the language is not just a market. It's people who speak, and the people who speak Spanish don't react the same way. So we need to break a large languages locals into more local one and change the custom product pages depends on the country we're targeting. So custom product pages allowed us to adapt not just the language, but also the meaning. And the custom product pages let us target visuals much more locally than the default page. So we can create pages focused on a specific city, for example. And if it makes sense for the every country that we're targeting. So this became one of the strongest growth in our Apple Search Ad strategy in this one big regions with the same languages locals. And about the third case. Oh, it's a poll, sorry. Yeah, so the second question of ours today poll is which areas of the custom product pages performance you might want more clarity or insight on. So it's maybe more about the next presentation in the from the Split Metrics team or the Apple Search Ads team. So please answer them and we can discuss it a little bit later. Yeah, it's not results, but we can discuss the results here. I can see it. Yeah, sorry, unfortunately, I don't see the results of the polls, the text results.
Yeah, this one is an open question for everyone to submit your own comments. So we can just wrap it up here. We won't be able to display the responses, but the input is still very valuable to understand what matters to you the most. So thanks everyone for jumping in. Victoria, you can definitely carry on with the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, I think it's okay. So the third case, let's jump in. The third case is about the matching the page to the keywords. And this is a well-known and often recommended approach, but when we talk about the growing traffic metrics in the Apple search ads, it's impossible not to include it from my side. We created the custom product pages focused on one thing. It's gold trading, how to trade gold. We customize the visuals, the text, and in the screenshots. Everything in the screenshots shows us that it's about the gold trading and not generic app features. If you will download this app, you can trade gold. And the results was predictable, but very strong and very clear. The tap-through rate grew by 23% on the goal-related keywords and similar themed keywords compared to our default well-performing page. So this is a very fast case, but I can mention that later we created similar pages for their other assets, and again saw the same effects every time for every theme we created the custom product pages. When the page answers the keywords directly to users convert faster and they trust the product more. We saw it on the deeper conversion rates to the registration and net active. And the key idea here is simple, that don't make the user think, is this app what I need, or this is the different app. This app will not cover what I need. And help them to feel immediately when they see your ad, in the App Store. Yes, this is the app that will help to trade gold or make fitness at home, or I don't know, shop flowers. And this is exactly what I am as a user looking for. So to sum up, we also have their third poll. I hope anyone will answer it. Yeah. So what's the features would you love see in the speed metrics to complement custom product pages? Sorry, what features would you love seeing to complement custom product pages in your AI tools? Okay. So let's wait the answers. Okay, so I think we got the answers and we can move next. So this is something like a conclusion for my presentation. When we started, we were focused on making the perfect design. And now we know that performance comes not from the visual polish and the design, but it comes from how well the custom product page reflects what the user actually wants to see and what he needs when he ready to install the app. So to sum up, the first point that I would like to mention, there's a look at the person behind the keywords. if you understand the intention of the user, what he needs, everything, the work with the custom product pages and the Apple Search Ads will be more easier. You will see the growth. The second point is that nice looking pages means nothing if they don't answer the user's question. The question that the user types in the App Store when he wants to explore the App Store or he tried to find out the answer to his problem. And context matters here more than the style. The third point of this presentation is people don't want to solve puzzles. They need the most clearest way to understand what your app is and what he will gain with this app. And in the end, I would like just to say that custom product pages worked for us, not because they were beautiful, they worked because they show the users exactly what they want to find out in the App Store. So that's what's really moved our metrics in the Apple Search Ads for the past year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Victoria. Thanks for the participation and for bringing also so many great examples on why design choices matter far beyond the aesthetics. If any questions pop by to everyone in the audience, you have the QR on the screen. You can reach out to the team to explore some specific opportunities on custom product pages. I see that we have still 6 more minutes left of your presentation, of your session. So we have a couple of questions in the chat that maybe we can address live, Victoria. I'll start with Katerina, who's asking, do we need to localize screens for non-US locals, even if we have keywords in English in these locals? How does it impact on the performance side?
So we're talking about so your main target is the United States, as I understand.
I believe for non-US locals specifically. So if localizing screens for non-US locals, that's the question, Katerina.
Yes, it's better to localize the custom product pages to each audience that you have. So it depends on the resources that you have. If you have a big team of the App Store optimization specialists or in the designers, just try to target this kind of the users with the customizable custom product pages. If you will see the improvement and the audience is so wide to test it, so let's localize it. If you don't have the resources to create the custom product pages for the all non-US locales, so I will recommend you to test it one more time. Yeah, to test this approach.
That's great advice, Victoria. Thank you so much. And thanks, Katerina, for the question. Also, we have another one asking, how do you usually diagnose when a custom product page is failing?
So mostly all time we run A/B or ABC test in the Apple Search Ads, and of course with the sprint metrics functions, the new advertising, as I remember. So we looking at the capture rate, install rate, and the conversion rate to the registration and other metrics, comparing all them. So of course, we need to have higher tap-through rate to win the auction in the Apple Search Ads. So if the tap-through rate is lower, but we see for example, the other conversion rates are better, we will choose that one custom product pages that will have slightly more tap-through rate, and try to change these custom product pages with the high tap-through rates to work more with the lower funnel metrics. I hope I answered this question.
That's brilliant. Thank you. And thanks, Volodymyr, as well for the question. Another one from Victor asking, is that really worth it to match creative ads and custom product pages in some campaigns?
Creative ads. What is the creative ads? I don't understand, unfortunately.
Maybe, Victor, you can clarify, and we probably will go through the next question while we wait from Sonia. I'm curious if you have tested custom product pages also for organic search keywords, and if you have any learnings from there.
So creative. Yeah, I understand the question. You need to test it because yeah, we tested in our company on the different brands, and it was a slightly different result between the brands and the creatives. So for example, I will say that you need to match it with the theme of the creatives, not the exact creative. For example, if you have, I don't know, the fitness app that includes the healthy tracker for the food, the tracker for the activity, the tracker for the steps, and you have three different type of the creatives. Yeah, then match for the creatives for the steps, make step-oriented custom product pages. So to adapt the custom product pages to the visual of the creatives, I will say no.
Brilliant. Thank you, Victoria. We have two other questions. We have still 2 minutes to wrap up. So maybe if you can go through, I'm curious if you have tested custom product pages also for organic search keywords and any learnings you have from there. That's from Sonia.
If we're talking about the App Store, I will say that here you need firstly to work with the keywords that you have in the App Store. But it's not worked so well as it was presented by the Apple side to us. So we need to create the custom product pages for the keywords. Now we mostly use the custom product pages only for the Apple search ads and paid traffic.
Brilliant, thank you. From Davide, we have you actually run A/B tests or experiments comparing performance of purely user intent focus versus ones that combine both user intent and strong design branding?
Yes, we're on it. So unfortunately, I couldn't include this in this presentation as I wish, but yes, we're on it. And the results was that the design of the custom product pages matters more or less than what you're showing with the lines and with the visuals in the elements that reflects the functionality for the user, what he needs in this app.